Namaste. Welcome. I'm Tiina Kivinen, and thank you for joining me here. This is a mini restorative yoga practice where we'll be essentially exploring only 2 restorative postures, with also a little bit of time to warm the body first. Please listen to what your body needs. Move in any way that feels authentic for you. And let me know in the comments where you're practicing from, how you're doing post-practice. Like the video, and of course subscribe for more content, more restorative yoga, yoga nidra, hypnotherapy, and gentle yoga practices. To begin, you may like to have a bolster for this practice. If you don't have a bolster, you can simply layer a couple of pillows or folded blankets. You can also see my video, How to Make Yoga Props at Home, for some insight. You might also have a pillow in the practice as well. If you have blocks handy, you might use them, but I'm actually going to guide without the blocks. Okay, so you can sit comfortably, maybe up on a pillow or a folded blanket to start. You might cross or extend the legs, perhaps closing down your eyes to begin, as we take these first few moments to settle into presence. And simply noticing your breath. Noticing the gentle rise and fall of each breath wave. Letting awareness settle into the stream of your breath. You might find the breath naturally expands and deepens as you pay attention to it. A feeling of fullness on the inhale to expand the belly and expand the chest. Long, slow release of the exhale, letting go. For the next few rounds of breath, lengthen your exhalation to be even a little bit longer than your inhalation. Simply allowing your exhale to lengthen, sending a message to your nervous system and to your mind that it is time to relax, time to let go. Taking perhaps 3 more breaths here or so. Beginning to circle your shoulders, bringing shoulders forward and up and back and down and around and round. Warming the shoulders gently. As you draw the shoulders back and down, lean back into your hands behind you. Unwind the legs, stretch them forward, bring a little circling into your ankles. Wiggle your toes. And then let's bend our knees with the feet wider than the hips and begin to gently rock the knees from side to side. So here you're rocking the knees from one side to the other, simply starting to warm into the hips and awaken the legs. You might find a little bit of a twist comes in to the upper body as the heart turns in the same direction as the knees. Passing through center and stretching the legs back out. Again, wiggling your ankles and toes. We'll make a transition over onto the hands and knees. So you can join me coming into table with hands under shoulders and knees under hips. A few rounds of the cat and dog movements. We inhale to lower the belly, lift the heart, the crown, and the tail. Exhale, round the spine, tucking the chin and tail under. Continue to flow back and forth a few more times. And gently drawing the spine to neutral as we settle into our first restorative pose. We'll do a child's pose. So bringing your bolster or your pile of folded blankets or pillows in front of you. You might have an extra cushion that you can place between your hips and your heels, the knees wide and apart. And I had mentioned the possibility of blocks. If you prefer to prop your bolster up, you can always bring some blocks underneath it as well. To come into this pose, you'll simply rest your chest down on top of the props and turn the head to one side. Letting the arms simply drape down the sides of the bolster. Belly and chest are supported. Knees are wide apart. Allowing the breath to expand through the back of the body. And as you settle into this restorative child's pose, you might welcome any little adjustments that help you feel a little more comfortable or a little more at ease. And then settle more deeply into stillness. Welcoming the rise and fall of the natural breath. Noticing where your body makes contact with the props. Allowing yourself to rest into this contact. Rest into this support. Be held in the stillness. Continue to rest and relax, letting your mind soften into the breath as the breath expands through the body, letting go a little more with every breath. And let's be here for a few more breaths. When you feel very ready, let your head turn gently and slowly to the other side, continuing to rest into this soothing stillness, bringing balance into the neck, relaxing and letting go. let's be here for just a few more breaths. And to release the pose, very gently and slowly start to press yourself up. Always moving slow to honor what you need. When you come up, we'll be shape-shifting into the next posture where we'll use the bolster for a supported fish. You might take a pillow or a folded blanket for under the head. In supported fish, you'll spin around so that your lower back is against the base of the bolster, and you want to leave no space here. So you're snuggled up nice and close, and gently relax back, making sure the head is supported by the props. You can even really tuck the props underneath the head to make sure the base of the skull feels supported. Arms are at your sides, and you can check in with the legs. You might place another pillow underneath the knees, or you might be comfortable with the legs extended, or you might even bend the knees. Choosing what works for your body, and then settling into stillness. Noticing how this posture is sort of opposite to where we just were. In the child's pose, we were tucking into the earth, curling inward. In this pose, we're opening up to the sky, yet supported in the back of the body. So allow yourself to rest here, to relax and be held. Feeling the gentle waves of your breath rolling in and out. A subtle sense of opening in the front of the body connects us with the heart. Allowing every breath to create space in the heart. Space for whatever is here. Continuing to rest and be still, to allow the medicine of the stillness to saturate your whole being. Soothed by this rest. At home in this peace. resting here for a few more breaths. Offering yourself compassion. And you can start to slowly and gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Or maybe your head rocks from side to side. Or you might take a nice stretch here. We'll be making a very slow and gentle transition. You might bend the knees first and let the knees rock from side to side. To gently then roll to one side and up. And we transition into our final relaxation, into Savasana. So you might use your bolster underneath the knees, maybe your pillow under the head. Perhaps reaching for any extra layers of coziness, blankets, or an eye covering. Allowing yourself to really take the time you need to settle into a comfortable stillness. You might let the arms rest at your sides or perhaps on the body to send nourishing, compassionate energy towards yourself. As you settle into the stillness of Savasana, scan through the body in a gentle way from crown of head to tips of fingers and toes. And notice how you feel. Notice any sensation that's here. The subtle effects of our restorative practice. Feeling the body as radiant sensation. Be aware of the rise and fall of your breath. Simply allowing yourself to soften and let go with every breath. Melting and relaxing into this peaceful stillness. Resting at home here. Peaceful and still. Your entire being restoring, calming and soothing. Any tension or stress that you may be carrying is draining away. Letting go. And being held in the stillness. Held just as you are. And you are welcome to rest here as long as you need, giving yourself over to this beautiful rest. You might start to transition with me, first offering yourself gratitude, an internal thank you to your body, your mind, and your spirit. And then starting to slowly and gently transition, perhaps wiggling your fingers and your toes or taking a gentle stretch. You might hug your knees into your chest and give yourself a little loving hug. You might roll all the way over to a fetal position for a few breaths, tucking in. Perhaps rising up to a seated position when you're ready. There's no rush. As you come up to sit, holding the space of your practice, perhaps with eyes closed down and awareness on your breath, trusting that you will carry this state of balance and restoration with you into the rest of the day and beyond. Let's bring our hands into the heart, palm to palm. Let's close with the physiological sigh. Breath work 3 times, taking 2 long sips in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times, breathing in 2 sips and out. Offering peace to all beings, from our hearts to all hearts. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Please do like the video, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know where in the world you are practicing from and how you're feeling. I absolutely love to hear from you. So thank you so much. I read every single comment. And if you are part of one of our trainings, such as the Moon to Moon Restorative Yoga training as well, please leave your reflections on the video. And if you are interested in finding out more about the trainings that we offer through the School of Living Yoga, you can follow the links provided below as well for more information about Moon to Moon Restorative Yoga training, as well as Embodied Wisdom Yoga teacher training, and other retreats and counseling, hypnotherapy with myself as well. So you can follow the links for more information. Again, thank you from my heart, and be well.